You know, it's funny. Yesterday we had Mary Bayshaw on, and it was very, very interesting talking to her.
Yep.
If you folks would like to listen to it, you can get on B1039 on YouTube, right?
Yep. You go to B1039BigRapids.com. Click the live broadcast tab there at the top, and it'll take you to all our archive shows.
We talked about health foods and how important it was to eat right, and how our guts are the main support system in your body. Thank you. Joe Bayshaw's with me this morning, co-piloting this morning. But anyway, that being said, I'm listening to her about vitamin D, how important that is to our system. You know, the sun's very important to us, and that has vitamin D in it, and this and that. And here this morning, I was going back there to get a cup of coffee, and I saw a box of Activia chips sitting there, and I grabbed one. And I opened it up. That's what you do in a big family. You just share.
Sure.
Like. And I grabbed it, and I took a bite of it, and I thought, these taste kind of funny, but, they're health food, right, Bob?
Well, I mean, they're to help you lose weight.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And I see why now.
Okay.
It doesn't taste very good.
Yeah,
you don't eat them, so you don't gain weight. But you said, well, you've had them for a while.
Yeah.
And for a year or so, you said?
Yeah. So, or longer than that.
So I looked at expiration date. They're good to 2023.
Yeah, so still haven't got.
That's why they probably taste kind of like maybe I shouldn't be eating these. There's zesty cheddar, and I tell you,
with all respect to Jim and Danette Doyle, who got me on that program. I was on it for a while.
Oh, okay. And, how'd that work out?
I lost some weight.
Did you really?
You have to be really fastidious on it. I mean,
put the camera on. You see how much you lost. Stand up on that chair.
That. Nobody wants to
do a somersault.
So
anyway, I want to call before we get into the show with Joe Bayshaw this morning, and don't hang up. Don't turn off your radio. Joe's gonna be good. Gonna be good. I want to call Sean Gray from the Everett Wildcats, head coach up there at softball. Annette Waters and all those great people up there rooted on the softball team, along with all of us in Big Rapids too, because they are good neighbors, just like Reed City. I love Reed City, and that being said, our hearts and prayers and thoughts are with Janet Eichenberg's family. Mark just reunited with his wife for quite a few years. They were married, and Mark worked up to Paris for a lot of years. But hey, how you doing, Coach?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys?
Not bad. I just thought it was a great year.
Got to say you're on the air on B1039. Got to say you're on the air.
He knew that. Probably. You knew that, didn't you, Coach?
I knew I was on the air. Yes, sir.
You know, you're right up there with the elite now, aren't you? They're. Anyway, Joe, don't worry about it right now. Let's talk to Sean Gray here. Joe Bayshaw's with me here. You should have had all this taken care of before. Is it good now, Joe? Or
I can't hear nothing.
Can't hear nothing. Well, you don't have to. I just want your audience to listen. But anyway, Sean, just tell the folks out there in La La Land what it was like to get to where you got. And, unfortunately, great teams come together. Those last four, anybody could win it. Ravenna eventually won the state title, but it would have been great if you could have been playing them during regular season. You didn't play them during regular season, did you?
We did not play them in the regular season. We played them the last couple of years at Ferris. This year it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would have been nice to play them. It would have obviously meant we played one more game, and awesome feeling. The community was awesome. The kids were awesome. Their families were awesome. MHSAA was awesome, and even the farther you get into those things, even your opponents are awesome, man. Like the respect that we have for one another, or congratulations that we get for getting that far from the other ones. And then you can see in their eyes that they obviously want to beat you too, but you can see in their eyes too that the respect they have for you, that they're just good competition that's playing. So it meant a lot. These girls will never forget that. Their families will never forget it. Their younger siblings were there. They don't ever forget it. It means a lot. I hope we do a good job of continuing the excellence. I know we've got probably a couple of rough years just because of the numbers that we've had in our school, or that are coming up. But after that, I see a nice another run. I think these girls have done a fantastic job at helping continue what they started.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, you went undefeated. You know, that sometimes is a curse when you go undefeated, you know. We talked about that on the show, I think, a couple of weeks ago when you and the girls were in here, and that's an unforgettable interview that day. I just love you guys from up there.
Yeah,
but,
thank you.
You know, there was a lot of people in Big Rapids really rooting you on, and one guy said that the reason they're so good is they play top contenders. They don't look for a weak team to play. They play tough teams year in and year out. You always schedule teams from the east side of the state, which seems like there's always pretty good ball players from Flint, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, wherever. They're always top-notch programs, and little town Everett to go compete with that makes it better, doesn't it?
It does, especially, we've been spoiled for the last 5 years with solid pitching, maybe even the last 6 years. I think it's 5, though, without counting too much. But if you stay local and the ball never gets in played, so your fielders get no work. They stand behind a pitcher that strikes everybody out, and for, I would say 5 innings at most, they stand there and do nothing. So you have to go find those bigger schools, or your defense. You never find out if your defense is in those right situations and not like that. And I think I talked about it when I was on the air. Like the undefeated thing kind of just happened. Like a lot of people don't want to go schedule those big games and all that because they're afraid to lose. And really, especially in the regular season, non-conference schedule or season, like. What are you afraid to lose for? Those games mean absolutely nothing, really, and they're there to prepare you for districts, for the playoffs and stuff, or for top-notch conference opponents that you might have to face and stuff like that. So, traveling around, find Midland. I think we've played Essexville, Garber in the past. We've traveled up and played Gaylord when Gaylord was at the top of their game. But finding teams that challenge you are, I feel, the only way for you to be able to succeed in the postseason, especially once you get to regional championships and beyond.
Well, you guys could play with about anybody out there, couldn't you? Any class.
Yeah, we had. I think we maybe in the last 5-6 years, I think we've had our rear ends handed to us. I'd say less than 5 times. So, and yeah, we would go. I mean, I can remember going up to Gaylord,
right,
and them beating us. I think it was 8-0 or something like that. But at that point with them, I would consider them one of the best teams in the state or Division II. But I would consider, Big Rapids couldn't get by them on the solid teams that Big Rapids had. I always felt sorry for them because at regionals, Gaylord's sitting there right there waiting for them. So. But yeah, going up and getting your rear end handed to us, and fortunately for us, it showed we were a solid team, only having it handed to us a few times. But like I said, that's the only way that you can get better in the postseason or for the postseason.
I got to ask you a question. You've really developed a lot of good pitchers, and I know you had a lot of help developing good pitchers, but your family. Your daughters are really good pitchers. Is there a technique that you teach them? And like, if I have a granddaughter that is a fairly good pitcher, needs instruction, do you put camps on, or you just keep that to yourself?
No, I've tried doing camps in the past. I probably don't know how to run them probably the best, but I do have girls that I work with on the side. My oldest daughter, Addison, she's a junior in college. She's no longer playing, but she's my main assistant. She helps. She's got 2 or 3 girls right now that she's helping on the side. I don't have a technique. To give most of the credit, I would have to say my wife taught my daughters both more pitching than me. I sat on a bucket and yelled at them. Well, she told them what to do. And but no, anybody that's ever asked me, I've never told them no. We come up on a time, but like I said, as far as a camp, no. But one-on-one working with them, yeah, I do that quite a bit.
I know this is off subject of you guys getting to the Final Four, but how come every girl doesn't pitch?
How come who?
How come the whole team does? How do you decide who the best pitcher is? How do you guys do that? I mean, you got all these good little athletes. I know Big Rapids has got some tremendous good athletes coming up. And how do you pick who's going to pitch and who's not going to pitch? It's just
it's actually fairly easy because at a young age, once they get the age of pitching, probably 9, 10 years old, all of them want to pitch and all of them try to pitch, but eventually one or two of them work and they just end up pulling away from the rest of them. And any smart coach, anyone that can throw it down the middle, you're pitching, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So now you have a goal next year is to get right back there again. And if you never attain that again, you sure got a great memory because a lot of people don't get to the Final Four. Am I right?
No, and we've been there 3 times in the last 5 years. So,
oh, my Lord. What an accomplishment, man. I just want to congratulate you guys up there, and hopefully we'll have you back on here next year.
We'll come over whenever we want. We'll try. We'll take a step back. We're losing quite a bit. We'll be a little bit younger. But, man, I'm looking forward to that challenge. I've been to the top of the mountain and stuff, and that's fun. And I would, if I could do it every year, I would do it every year. But I'm ready for some new challenges, and I think getting a team that hasn't been there, a bunch of younger girls. I think I've only got 4 returning starters coming back, and a lot of people think we're going away and stuff like that. And I mean, are we going to be as good as we were this year? Probably not, but. I do. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the challenges and proving some people in the area wrong.
This morning we were talking about our families and friends that are going through a lot of, there's cancer out there, and there's just a lot of things going on right now that you could get depressed with. You surely don't get that way, do you, Sean? You stay optimistic even if you end up next year losing 42 games. You're still optimistic because you're being competitive, and you can come out there and say, "Hey, we tried our best," right? Because a lot of coaches get mad, and take it out on the players if you're not very good. Get out of my team or whatever. You don't seem to be that kind of coach.
It's in the end, and I'm not saying I don't like to win, but it's not always about winning and all that type stuff. And life lessons that some of these kids have had, and I coached basketball too, and we won a district championship and had all these. Probably the biggest accomplishment of me on that season, I had a girl that wasn't going to play, and she ended up playing and was a huge piece of what we did, and the confidence that I gave her, that to me was just as exciting as winning a district championship. To see a kid that 4 months prior to it wasn't where I thought she could be, at least mentally or physically, what she could do. And just like I said, 3-4 months down the road, all of a sudden being a huge piece and getting a lot of respect from opponents and in the crowd and all that type stuff. So you got to be optimistic. It's mainly about the kids.
Who was that? Do you dare say their name?
What's that?
Which player? What was her name?
What was her name? I don't think she'd be mad at me. Her name was Nia Bell.
There you go, Nia Bell. That's a good name up there, isn't it?
Yeah. Heck yeah. She was. She at our banquet. She made me cry talking about her. So
wow. Yeah.
I was very proud of that girl.
Life's all about that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think about it. Money can't buy what you guys just did, can it?
Absolutely not. No. And I wouldn't want to buy it because it felt a heck of a lot better earning it.
Yeah.
And especially when people doubt you. I think the most satisfying thing about the softball team was really I had 4 seniors that started and won a state championship. I had 2 of those girls were first team all-staters for the first 2 years or last 2 years. One of them had the game-winning and only game-winning RBI hit in the state championship game. The other one pitched a shutout in the state championship game. And at the beginning of the year, we weren't even ranked in the top 20 for the whole HSA.
Yeah, That's great. Yeah. Well, it's all about.
And again, a lot of people can complain and look at the negatives in that.
Right.
I found a positive, and I told my girls, and I'm not saying we're going to be the best team in the state, but I sure the heck know we're not the 21st best team in the state.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and at the beginning of every game, we came out to the Temptations, RESPCTs.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, what a year, though. I just wanted to congratulate in all of Big Rapids and surrounding areas. I'm sure they're all sitting there going, thank you, Everett. You're putting us on the map, you know. I mean, people over on the east side of the state, people don't realize, you know, I go up in Canada and race my horses. And a lot of times somebody will come up to me and say, where are you from? And I'll say, Big Rapids. Oh, you're from Ferris State University. You guys got a hell of a hockey team up there at the time. They did. And hopefully they'll rebuild and have another good year coming up. But the football team is always talked about wherever I go. I was down in Ohio, you know, and they say, we're not so sure we want to play you guys up there anymore. I said, that's being a problem. But, so winning teams do put people on the maps. And like I say, well, of course, money would be nice up to Ferris right now to build that new complex. But other than that, money can't buy you what's inside you. And that's what you have. It's inside you, and your players had it inside them. You can see it through their eyes and their smiles and the way they talk. Tony Anise is that way up at Ferris, you know, and his whole group up there is so positive now. It's just there's no negative in anything up there. They're all enjoying life, and what do you do when you enjoy life? You have success, and that's one thing we all have to remember. But I want to thank you for everything you do, Sean, and I hope that God gives you another 50 years at the helm of coaching up there. But whatever he has planned for you and your players up there, I'm sure it's good.
I appreciate it, Pat.
Thank you.
Sean, this is Joe Bayshaw. I talked to you at your regional game at Ferris, and I want to congratulate you on a great year. Now, your daughter, I think I talked to you about that too. She's going to pitch for us at the Hall of Fame Old Timers game this year.
Yeah.
And you can come and play. How's that?
I'll try to. I mean, I think my daughters have pitched in that game for you 3 or 4 years, and I don't think I've been able to get over there. They actually, we own a restaurant over here, and
I know that. Yep.
After they actually make me work sometimes. So when basketball and softball season isn't going on, it's hard for me to get out of there a lot of times.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't been able to get it, but I don't know if you want me playing over in that thing, though.
Well, sure we do. And anyway, I'd like to congratulate you and look forward to July 3rd. And congratulations.
Yep. Thanks, Sean. God bless.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You bet. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, Bob, we're going to take a break. We're going to want to thank our sponsors once again this week. Big Rapids Tire on the outside. Now they're first. They're right in the first line. They've provided great tire service and wheel service, front-end service, all that good stuff since 1979. I remember when it opened up. Anyway, 2 locations here is Daggett Gilbert Funeral Home if you're in line. They'll take care of you if you're thinking about, doing the big one. And then M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, if you're thinking about your grass is too high and you get too much snow to plow with your shovel, call M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing. Then you have M&M Collision Center. Now, they're not related.
Okay, yeah.
You know that.
Right.
M&M.
There's 4 M's there.
Yep.
M&M and M&M.
M&M Collision Shop. That's Justin Johnson's over there doing your body work. Justin's been doing it since high school days. I remember him growing up with my son Adam. Hard-working individual. So if you want to see a local boy work on your car, get over and see Brian Alber.
Okay.
I just talking about Justin and I threw Brian in there. That's cool. I was catching people off guard there. But Brian Albert, another local boy from the Stanwood area, a long history of Albers in this town, in this community.
Is that like Gary Alber's son?
Yep. Anyway, Brian and Justin do the body work over there, and they're great people. And maybe somebody else too. I don't know them, though. Get hooked at Curry's. You can't beat their sandwiches. I tell you, I go in there every morning for one reason. That is to collect my Social Security check.
That's it, yeah.
But that's it. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our show on 103.9.
Ready.
Hi, this is Pat Curry. We're right here with Brian Miller at 103.9. We talk about what's happening with sports in Big Rapids. Well, we got a new sponsor. None other than the great body shop right on Maple Street east of the bridge in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's called M&M Collision Center. They're celebrating 30 years of trusted, top-quality auto body repair and remains the name you can trust. Whether you have a major collision repair or a minor fender bender, our award-winning team has you covered with free loaners and vehicle detailing with every repair. They work with all insurance companies and treat every vehicle like it's one of their own. From auto body repairs to supporting local community organizations, giving back to the community is part of who they are. Come and see Matt and Devin and Trish and Justin. Just a great group of people there. Come and see why Big Rapids trust M&M Collision Center of Big Rapids, where quality and community come together.
Come say cheers at Zott's Bar and Grill in Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people, where everybody knows your name. Zott's, people's choice for best soup. You don't want to miss their award-winning burgers and chili as well. Originally opened in 1933 and serving it up ever since. Seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Roxanne and Doug at Zott's Bar and Grill are proud sponsors of the Signature Player of the Week for the Curries Hot Stove League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing has been in business for over 30 years, gaining the trust of Big Rapids and the surrounding communities. M&M Lawn Care can handle all your lawn care needs, as well as tree jobs and including removal. Call for a free quote. 796-4956. They're fully insured. Call M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, proud local sponsor of Curry's Hot Stove League.
This is Alec Gary of Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes in Big Rapids and Barrington. I believe what sets Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes apart from everyone else is our commitment to service excellence. When a family calls, we are there before, during, and after the funeral experience. I want you to be able to trust calling us. You know, we're here to guidance and counsel each and every single family to each and every single need. And we just feel like the commitment to families, especially ones that put their care and trust in us, we are going to go above and beyond to do anything we can to help a family during their time of loss. This is Alec Gary, a legacy of service, a promise of care with Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, located in Big Rapids and in Barrington.
When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout, or worse, visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town.
Booked at Curry's.
Pete, why do you come to Curry's?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I go to Curry's to get the cheeseburger with caramelized onions and mayonnaise and ketchup. And you're not going to ask, where's the beef? It's going to be in the bun.
Thank you, Pete. All right, well, Pat, we got long-time listener, first-time caller here, I think.
All right, first-time lady, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, guys. It's your best friend, Jen, here. We are live at the Royal and Canadian Lakes for the Habitat for Humanity golf outing, and I am here with Executive Director Barb Siebold. Good morning, Barb.
Good morning, our best friend, Jen. We are out here again, our favorite place to be at the Royal, at the annual Habitat for Humanity golf outing. Again, the sun always shines on Habitat for Humanity, and I believe it's going to come out today. How about you? What do you think, Jen?
I'm thinking so, but I'm going to take my little light jacket with me. We also have Chad Nastoff here at Horizon Bank. Chad, how long have you been at Horizon?
I have been at Horizon, going on 5 years now in August. Time flies, but we're having fun.
And you're always involved with the community. Why did you guys step up to sponsor this Habitat golf outing?
You know, I was actually thrilled when I had the opportunity. Habitat has always done an amazing job in our community, and I've actually played in this outing the last few years. And for everything they do, it's really everything Horizon stands for, so just really excited for the opportunity.
And are you going to be carrying your team today?
I don't know. We'll see about that. The golf game's been a little rough, but looking forward to it.
And Barb, will you be carrying your team today?
I absolutely will not be carrying our team. I hope to have one ball in play. That's my goal. It's always my goal. And also to have one Bloody Mary. That's my one Bloody Mary of the year. But that's it.
She has not had her Bloody Mary yet. I can vouch for that. But more importantly, getting back to the hard stuff and the reason we do this for Habitat, what does this money go for?
This money goes for our critical home repair program, our home ownership program, and our veterans program. What we do in the community makes all the difference in the world for the people that we're doing it for and doing it right here in our community. All the money we raise goes for Mecosta County and the housing programs that we put on every single year, and all the money that we raise goes to help people right here. So don't think that what we're doing goes outside of the community at all. Since we started our critical home repair program, we've put $1.2 million into the houses right here in Mecosta County in helping your neighbors. So we are very proud of that. We've also are closing on our house number 36 in the next week. So yes, we are trying every single day, and every single thing that you can do to help us with every dollar you contribute matters to us in every way that you can. We also have a restore out on 220th Avenue, so please, please, please don't forget us out there.
All right, and we'd love to see Chad back here with Horizon Bank next year. What do you say?
I say we do it. Looking forward to it.
I love it, love it. All right, well, we're here live at the Royal. Hopefully we're going to keep the rain away, and we will be hitting some golf balls real soon here. So, Barb, thanks for joining with me. Chad, thanks for joining with us live here. And I'm sorry, Pat, we interrupted your show.
No,
I'm so
great.
sorry, but I'm going to let you get back to it. Take it away.
It's a good cause. I just want to compliment Barb and congratulate her. She's been doing that for how many years now?
Oh, 11, Pat, 11. And also, I want to also thank Jen, because they've also sponsored us many years in a row. I don't know, how many years has it been with you, Jen?
At least maybe 9, 8.
Yeah,
wow.
You guys are always right there beside us, and we could not do it without you.
You know what I love about Habitat? It's a hand up, or no, what is it?
Hand up, not a handout.
That's right. Hand up, not a handout. I love the fact that the recipients of this have to help in order to make it happen. And I love that part of it.
That's right. Sweat equity and repayment. So we do not give away homes, as is always the pre-thought that people have, and it's always a repayment program. So people repay so that we can help this next family and the next.
All right, Pat, next year I want to have you out here.
There you go. You know, I don't golf in a lot of outings, though, anymore. I used to get into a lot of them, but I do think it's very important to have Habitat. Is probably the biggest charitable organization in Big Rapids. So if people do want to give $5 or $100 or whatever you can give it to them, because I've seen over the years what it's done for our community. And Barb's done a great job directing that money where it goes. And she does also a great job of getting volunteers out there to help her out there at the store. You know, it's not easy doing that. And she seems to do a great job every year in, year out. And I like her new location on 220th. If you haven't been out there, you got to tour it. I'm sure she'll give you a tour of it. But I love it when we help our own. Let me put it that way. I know a lot of charities take our money and they go outside of town with it, where she and her company there stay right here locally. I have a question for you, Barb, though. If somebody is listening,
I'm ready.
Well, I just wonder, what qualifies somebody that needs home repair? Say the husband works, but he's working at minimal, and his wife stays home with the kids. Are they how do you qualify those people?
You come on in and you go ahead and you visit our website and you take a look at income qualifications, and it's 60, 80, up to 120%, depending on our income source of how we're getting our revenue. And you take a look, and if your revenue is under, or your income is underneath that revenue source, then you qualify. And then fill out the application, and we'll get started with you, and then you can find out if you qualify. And if you do, then we'll get everything started. And we absolutely want you to come to us and find out, especially our elderly, our veterans. Just come and find out if you've got a roof that needs assistance, or if you have windows that are a problem, or if your furnace goes out, reach out to us. We want to help. Go to our website, mecostahabitat.org, and look at our programs, or give us a call at the Restore if you can't find us. we really want to help you out.
Well, thank you. I love that information. That helps a lot of people out, I'm sure. That's great. Thanks.
All right, Pat. Back to the Hot Stove League.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, Jen, Barb.
Yeah.
This is Joe Bayshaw. I just like to give my support for your organization. I put basements in for Habitat for over close to 25 years, and the recipients, they had to participate in helping, like you said, and
Yep.
I think you do a heck of a job, and I want to congratulate you.
So thanks, Joe. All those houses, they're still standing, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
God, I bet there's cracks.
30
I know
of
there
those,
is mine.
30 of those houses got done with all volunteers before any employees showed up. So thank you very much for all that hard work you guys put in.
You bet. Thank you.
Yeah, great work, you guys.
Thanks. All right, Bob. Everybody get a
Thanks.
shot at Bob this morning.
Take care, Jen.
Thanks, Jen, Barb. I'd like to take a quick snap shot of Bob. He got his haircut done yesterday, and you look good today. And you shaved too, didn't you? 2 days ago.
A little bit.
2 days ago you did. All right, well, we got Joe here. We got a lot to talk about. We got Colton Haynes on the phone. Yeah, go ahead, Colton.
How you doing?
We're on the radio. You're live.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
I'll call you back then. I'm just gonna say I think I got.
Okay, I'll call you. I'll call you when I get off the radio. That's what I like about radio. It's live. Thank you.
Yeah, other places they kind of hide all that.
Cool.
We just drag it all out.
Yeah.
We drag
Well, I
everything
just
into
thought
the
maybe
living
there
room.
was somebody up my driveway he was reporting. We have neighborhood watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But anyway, it wasn't that, obviously. We got Joe Bayshaw with us, and we were going to talk about July 3rd. Every year, July 3rd, we have the Old Timers game. My dad used to be a big part of that. Jack Lewis, Don Lang, Norm Turner, Al Keenan, you name it. If they were old, they were in the Old Timers game. Back then, mostly it was Allers. I think there's 8 brothers. Gordy and his brothers there, all Dave, the whole works. Frank, all of them played. That made up 2/3 of the team. And, of course, Corky Hollister, Don Seaborn. I can't remember all of them, but, and I'm missing, Joe just passed me the Hall of Fame guys here. Lloyd Tonkin, thanks to Lloyd, we have a Tonkin drain problem right now. Lloyd, could you come back on earth and straighten us out here? We have a little dilemma going here. O.J. Bongard, yep, he's on here. Great player. Art Conklin, I remember him. Al Manoski, yep. Then you have Charlie Emmons. How can you forget about Charlie Emmons? Great pitcher. Bill Davison, yep. Dusty Davis, wow, there's an old name, you know. These are old guys that played in the Hall of Fame, and they were inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame. But anyway, now we have new guys that are half our age playing in it. So it doesn't seem like it's an old-timers game anymore. It's like the youth guys playing against baseball teams, the local baseball teams. But Randy LaPreeze, it seems like he was just put in last year. Well, it was 2 years ago already. Stacy Bush, good outstanding athlete. Jeff Tiff, one of our great football players back in the day. Ron Irwin, still golfing every day with Tim Burns, great golfer. Jim Small, you know Jim Small, he was on here. Brad Ancliffe, you got Tyler Schubert, Bill Shively, Jimmy Haywood. Gosh, we got all kinds of guys in here that we could talk about, but we don't have that much time. Joe's been doing it for quite a few years. I think he's the second guy to head it up now. Norm Turner did it right from the start, I believe, didn't he?
Well, your dad and Al Keenan's were part of it, and Norm.
I know, but who started it?
Al.
Okay.
Keenan's. But Norm was right there, too. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And actually, I was quite honored when Norm come to me and he says, Joe, I would like to have you take over the Hall of Fame Old Timers game. And I'm going, me? I goes, well, there's a whole lot more qualified people than me. And he goes, no, I think you'll do a good job. And anyway, it was an honor, Pat. I mean, I'm not kidding you. So anyway, yeah, a lot of people have passed, too, that's on this list. But
how many years have you been doing it?
Since 2007 and 2008.
Now, this year, Big Rapids decided to have the 4th of July on a Friday night. Won't go there. I guess that's okay. They're having a parade at 5:30. What time's your game start?
6.
So the parade's going to have to be fast wound through town. Go full speed ahead for the parade to get it over with so we can get down to the old timer. Maybe we can prolong that. We'll get Bobby down there and play some wild music. But that'll be interesting. Then they have fireworks that night, too. So, folks, there's going to be a lot of things going on in Big Rapids. I want to thank Joe Bashaw for being a guest this morning. Thanks for being a long speaker, Joe.
Yes.
Talking about it. We're going to be done with the show now. Goodbye. Back to you, Bob. No, but if that's all we're going to talk about, that pretty much sums it up. See you then. We'll talk about something different. Joe, you were alluding this morning about your childhood. I always was intrigued about your dad taking you out west. I know you're not here to talk about your life and stuff like that, but you've been through a lot. So did you learn anything when you went out west like that?
Well,
how old you were?
I was 5th grade.
6th grade?
5th, between 5th and 6th.
Did your mom homeschool you?
No, I was in 4 different schools in 1 year.
Kicked out?
From Oregon to California to Montana.
Wow.
And
how many people do that?
I tell you, my mother, my father was killed in a farm accident when I was about 5. And about a year so later, my mother she knew Red Baumick before then. But anyway, they got together, and he wanted to show us kids a little bit of the world. He was a crop farmer, him and his cousin Gordon Baumick, and they would travel every winter. And so when he married my mother, and
how old was your dad when he married your mother?
33.
Okay, not bad.
And he bought a brand new Dodge dump truck, brand new Chevy station wagon, and we loaded up the furniture, and we traveled for 2 years. And I think we saw all the parks, Glacier Park, Yellowstone Park, the Badlands.
You just pull up in the motel and stay there?
No, yeah. And normally they really weren't like motels. They were more like cabins and stuff, small. They weren't necessarily like out on the curve here, those little cabins.
Yeah.
And then when, like in Oregon, we stayed there for a while, so we rented a house about 3-4 months. Wherever he could find a job with a dump truck is kind of where we stopped.
Wow.
But I tell you, my mother, you talk about, here she has 4 Bashaw kids. Harry, you know Harry.
Yeah.
He's the oldest Baumick. He was born.
Yeah.
And then here we are traveling, and I can remember we went to California, Oxnard, or Ventura, California. And my mother was always kind of sick. And I asked my older sister, Carol, I goes, what's the matter with Mom? She goes, well, you dummy, she's pregnant. And I'm going, what? What's that? You know?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Rodney was born in California.
Wow.
He was the second Baumick. And then, but
How long you stay in California?
About 6 months.
Wow.
That was about it.
So how did you like that?
Well, actually.
Is that where you became a hippie?
No.
Okay. I didn't know.
Well, I'll tell you an interesting story.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Wally World?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. Well, we experienced a thing like Wally World. My dad says, save your money, because we picked up pop bottles, all kinds of stuff to make money.
Yep.
And my dad loaded us up. It was about 6:30 in the morning, and we went to this park or something. Anyway, there was more parking lots, acres and acres of parking lots. And my dad pointed up to a sign that said number 1 on it. Now, if we get lost or you get lost, come out to the parking lot. Well, there wasn't a car in the parking lot, but there was this other parking lot a little ways away, and there's like hundreds of cars there. Now, I'm thinking, why are we parking here?
Yeah.
So anyway, we hung around. Pretty soon it was about 8:30, and my dad goes, I wonder what's going on. Anyway, he went over to the booth. There was hundreds of booths, and there was a security guard there, and my dad goes, well, what time's this place open up? And the guy goes, oh, it's not open on Mondays.
Oh, my Lord.
Like Wally World.
Yeah, Chevy Chase all over
yeah.
again.
And anyway, my dad's,
Oh, wow.
And it had to be, there's
Yeah, how far was it where you were living from?
probably about 20 miles from
Oh, that's not
Ventura.
bad. Did you go back Tuesday then?
No.
Never went?
No, because like I said, it was a little tight times. My mother was pregnant. And anyway.
And was that Disney World then?
It was Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, Disneyland. Yeah, same thing, right?
And we did watch that on Sunday nights,
Yeah.
But we could see from the parking lot, we could see the big castle and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did your mom take pictures of all these trips?
Yes.
So
My
you have
mother
them,
was...
Did you bring them with you?
No, I don't
Oh,
know.
Joseph.
No, but she was a camera. She started with an 8mm little movie camera before her time, but anyway.
You didn't have portable phones then.
No. But yeah, and Rodney was born in Ventura. Then we moved back to Oregon.
Why did you do that? Just because you wanted to see different spots?
Yeah. We went through the redwoods in Northern California.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Do you remember any of that?
Oh yeah, I got a pretty good memory, but it interested me. Like my brother Butch, we talk about it now, and he don't. He didn't appreciate what we were doing. But anyway, so then we went from Redmond, Oregon, to Deer Lodge, Montana.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And my dad got a job with a dump truck there on a construction site, And I can remember me and my older sister, we were in a motel cabin thing, and we walked downtown, and there was prisoners walking around in prison uniforms. And anyway, it was Deer Lodge Prison was there, and the trustees could walk. But as a 50-year-old kid,
Yeah, right. How long were you there for?
About 3 months, and then we moved to Helena, Montana.
Okay, yeah.
And my dad, he got a job quite a ways away because he would be gone all week, and we had to rent 2 of these cabins.
Wow.
Because now there's 6 kids, Rodney was born.
Yeah.
And I can remember every Saturday night we would have there would be a bonfire. Everybody that lived there went around the bonfire and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. And then it was, I think, 57 we came back. And
How long are we gone again?
Just about 2 years.
So you saw winter out there then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When we lived in Oregon, it was winter.
Wow.
The first time.
That was tough, wasn't it?
I don't know. We didn't know the difference. We just...
Right, yeah.
And, in Montana, when we were in school, I had a teacher, because normally they would read out the names, and they would go, I just raised my hand. Because or because.
Yeah.
Heard them all. But this one teacher literally pronounced my name right, and I'm thinking, huh? But she was French, so she knew how. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But then when we came back, it was 1957. Anyway, the bridge, Mackinac Bridge, was completed.
Oh, yeah.
And we came back over the Mackinac Bridge, and you talk about something as a kid. Holy crap.
Now, how did you didn't take the ferry over when you left?
No, the bridge was done.
No, when you went out there.
No, we went down.
Chicago.
Yeah, south. I had no idea where we were going.
Right.
We just hopped in the car or the dump truck. I usually had to ride my dad, but
What state would you say was the most intriguing one to you? What one do you remember that you would say, wow?
Well, I can probably Montana because there were mountains. We lived in Butte for a little bit. I forgot to say. Anyway, yeah, there was all kinds of things in Butte. But California was interesting because there was all these oil wells out in this bay in the water. And that water was about black.
Isn't that amazing back then they had technology to do all that?
Yeah. But, yeah, so then we came back. And
where'd you live then when you come back? Public housing or?
No. Do you know where on 215th, Max Paytax's farm?
No, I never heard that name.
It's
Paytax. I never heard that name.
Yeah, he was a Greek. He was quite. Anyway, we're Bonnie and the flood.
Tom Flood?
Yeah,
Tom
just
Flood.
past Myersville.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That little farm there.
On the left or right?
It was on the
South.
right. Emil England lived on the farm on the right.
Wasn't much farmland there, though.
I don't know, 20, 30 acres, probably.
Yeah. Your dad was one of the nicest guys I ever met. Honest to God, people out there, if you never knew Red Baumick, you didn't meet probably one of the nicest human beings I've ever known. I didn't know of anybody that didn't like him. You just didn't find a man with more honesty or integrity.
Yeah.
When Red said something, it was the truth. I remember he was a small man, but a big heart, strong man. Pound for pound, probably could whoop anybody, pound for pound. Not that he had to, because he was just such a likable guy. And he would go the races with me back when I was
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that
he
now.
took time.
Yeah.
He was one person that didn't get politically involved unless you asked him. He would tell you his views, and he was strong about that. But he never ridiculed anybody.
I'll tell you one thing. My grandpa Baumick, you remember him?
Oh, really?
I mean, he was a strong man.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
I don't know if anybody had any bigger hands. Maybe Don Kyling.
But he was a strong-willed man, and I can remember him coming up to my dad, and he goes, "Boy, you got to get involved in this community a little bit more." And he goes, "I got to, Then we bought the Rogers farm. I don't know if you remember.
Right.
Kenny Lane, Gordy Lane's grandmother owned it. Anyway, Mrs. Ruth Rogers. But we went to Pleasant View Country School. And anyway, my dad, he ran for, what the heck was it, on the township, the constable of the township.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And he would take Judge West's place when Judge West would have
I
a day
didn't know
off.
that.
Yeah. And
really?
But my dad, he wasn't an attorney or not. He was just a farmer. But he used to, he would sentence people, not to jail. He would sentence them to clean up a mile of road or 2 miles of road. Because the garbage, everybody threw their stuff out. Anyway, yeah, he was quite a man. I mean, my mother used to say, you're really lucky that you got a stepdad like Red Baumick.
Yeah.
Because he give us more opportunities, Butch and I. I mean, we got to have our own cows to make money. And
did he grow up there where Harry's farm was on 205th?
That was Mrs.
Everybody, if you're wondering where Harry Baumick, old Harry, Red's dad, owned the nice big white house, and it was a white barn there on 205th, just south, about 1/8 of a mile from 15 Mile Road, which was the old M20. At one time when I was a kid, it was the most beautiful farm.
Yes.
That set up on top of that hill, Bob, if you could visualize that. There was no autumn olives in there.
Oh, I know
it. It was all farmland all the way to 14 Mile Road. There was no houses in there.
Yep.
And then Edgewood Drive came about, and the people started buying properties there. But,
yeah, you go by it now, you can't even tell they were fields.
No.
And the Rogers farm that we bought abutted up to it. So we farmed over close to 600 acres at the time.
Yeah.
But I can remember my dad keeping books. He had this little, and he would keep track of everything he spent.
Wow.
And he made Butch and I keep little log books.
Wow.
And I can remember the one week I bought 3 packs of baseball cards.
Huh.
You know, the little nickel pack with the gum in them.
Yeah.
And he was looking down there, and I wrote them down. He goes, "What is this? What are what are cards?" I just write cards down. I'm going, "Well, they're baseball cards." "Well, what good are them?" Anyway.
You still have them?
No.
Oh.
Anyway, they were misplaced while I was in the Army.
Oh, that ain't good. Yeah.
No. So.
How about you, Bob? Did you ever save baseball cards or cheerleading cards or anything like that?
Cheerleading.
Cheerleading cards. Yeah. I know you're a cheerleader.
Actually, I had Matchbox cards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, Dan Spadowski.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I've
you
seen
ever been
his
to his
collection.
house?
Yeah.
He probably won't want to talk about it, but he's got more. I'm telling you, he's got more little cards.
But he had the toy show at the Eagles at one time.
Well, actually, he was on TV 9 and 10.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So I don't think they gave his address, but
No, yeah.
I could give people the address.
Yeah, sure, you could. Yeah.
I could go there, but I'm not going
Yeah.
to. I don't want to get in trouble.
Broadcast live from his house. Yeah.
But anyway, so, yeah, and then your poor mother, she raised how many children?
There was 8 of us.
8 of you, yeah. And
4 Baumicks and 4 Bayshaws.
Yeah. Harry, he was a hard worker. He passed, and Rod, you lost two brothers.
At a young age, too.
Yeah. But, you've had a good life. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. You know, Jerry Cooley and I were talking one day, and after Jack had passed there of cancer, terrible disease. Jack Cooley was one of the nicest guys. He was like a red Baumick.
Oh, yeah.
And, everybody liked Jack. I mean, if you didn't like Jack, you weren't happy with yourself. Anyway, that being said, I was talking to Jerry, and I'm going to have him on the program because he's got quite an intriguing life that he could talk about.
Is it old Jerry?
Yeah.
That's a few years. Yeah.
Jack's brother.
Yeah, they were our neighbors.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
On Cooley Hill.
Right, yeah, and that's where Khaki Golf Course is now. That
Correct.
was Cooley's farm.
Yep.
So there's a lot of history there, you know, and little did they know that was going to be a prominent spot someday, you know,
Yes.
when they were little peeing out the backyard.
Yeah, they always lived in a basement house.
Yeah.
Until I think they moved out. Their dad moved out up by Paris
Why?
someplace.
Because they lived up on the hill there on 15 Mile Road, which is the high school road. And it was the reason because the house blew down because there's so much wind come across there?
I don't know.
It was quite high up there.
They didn't farm.
No.
Mel Cooley worked in the oil fields.
Okay.
And matter of fact, my first job off the farm was working for Top Taggart in the oil
What did
fields.
they do with all that land, Cooley's land? Rent it out?
On the north side, they didn't own that. I can't remember whose farm that was. But on the south side, that butted up to my grandpa Baumicks.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't, as far as I know, they didn't really crop farm or nothing.
I know
he
his
was an
dad
excavator.
Yeah, his dad was very successful. A lot of people don't know that. He was a hard worker, but he did really well in life.
Yeah.
But all those Coolies, if you think about it, come from hard working blue collar family. You look at Jack, how successful he was. I mean, he had some beautiful automobiles, and he took very much pride in redoing, renovating all those trucks and stuff. And then your family, a hard-working group of people, the Cousinals out there. There's just a lot of old names that own that property. The Lintons there, you know, and Ferris expanded, took up a lot of farmland. The Gilberts south of town, they owned all that in there at one time, you know.
Yeah.
Max's mom and dad.
Yeah, Linton's butted up to my grandpa Bayshaw's farm, which was just about
where the library is, right? The Linton house was right where the library's at?
Yeah, up on top of the hill. My grandpa's was on the end of North Michigan where the science building was, and he had about 40-some acres. And they used to call it the Ferris Farm. So I think at one time Ferris owned it, but then they bought it from my grandpa. Vic Spadoff was the president then.
This has been a very good sports program this morning, Bob. Really, it's athleticism at its best, you know.
Well, we did talk golf when Jen called in. So
yeah, we played golf. But you know, we came in to talk about old timers. But I kind of wanted to touch on Joe's life a little bit about that. You know, today a person can't do what Red did back then. Just pick up and go. I mean, it would be tough. And that's old frontier days. You know, I mean, That's right after Wyatt Earp. You know, he died in, 1929? I was hoping my dad and mom would have had some stories on him, but they were only a couple years old when Wyatt died. But if you look at America, how great of a country we've been lucky enough to be born in, the history of it all is just so intriguing to me, because we just 250 years ago, we started a new nation.
Yeah.
You know, and we fought for this nation. I say we. I was fortunate enough not to have to pick up a rifle and shoot somebody, but we had a lot of vets go through it to make it what it is today. And the freedom that we have is unparalleled with any other country in the world. It right now is in turmoil, but hopefully we'll get on the right track again. The biggest thing you have to understand, people, is the Constitution and the Ten Commandments. If you abide by the Ten Commandments and the Constitution, our nation will survive. And you've got to remember the most important thing is God. And your dad remembered that, because your dad and mother both treated people the way God wanted you to treat them. I mean, if you look at your brothers and sisters, except for one, they're all pretty good kids, pretty good people to this day. You look at Jeff, very respectful guy.
Oh, yeah.
You look at Randy, hard-working. I don't know if there's a Balmic out there harder working than Randy Balmic. He's a slave to the work that he does.
Yeah,
but,
he enjoys it.
I know he does.
Yeah.
But it all, and everybody's saying you're babbling on, Pat. I know I am. But it all starts with the family. You know, I just hate it, and I'm going to go outside the box a little bit here and tell you how I really feel. I think it's terrible that you would take your ball team over Mass. These sports events are getting too carried away. I'll shut my mouth. I'm just telling you. You take your kids to play a baseball game, the next Sunday you take them to church. Why weren't they in church on the last Sunday? Well, because baseball did it. You know, I mean, it's more important. And I don't think that's true with every parent out there. I think they want to do the right thing. But God dang it, you know, I'll tell you what. You play sports till you're 12th grade, right? Most people will.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, what are you doing on Sundays? You know, I mean, that's family day. And it says right there in the Ten Commandments, Sabbath, take it off. I'll get off my rock.
Well, that was like
Let me just say WBZX Big Rapids.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to get off the air. We're just blowing smoke right now.
My stepdad wasn't really into sports, but if it wouldn't have been for my mother, we wouldn't have got to play Little League, Pony League, but she insisted. And of course, for us to do that, she would have to go down to the barn and help take our place doing chores.
Yeah.
I mean, but then when, you know, my dad had pretty much quit farming but Harry and them were great athletes, Harry and Randy and Jeff.
Good family. You got a good family.
Yep.
But anyway, so July 3rd, the Old Timers game's coming up. We're going to have some great athletes out there from the past. I hope Dave Mercer's there and
supposed to be
all of them. Jimmy Haywood. God, a lot of great athletes from Chippewa Hills area and a lot of people here from Big Rapids. And hopefully Morley Stanwood, maybe we'll get Tyler Hunty out there. Who knows? But that's July 40?
Is he 40 yet? That used to be the rule.
I know it.
Anymore.
I don't know, to be honest with you. He's mature enough to be 40.
Well, yeah,
or his dad could come and play maybe. Then you got pitching this year. Do you have your pitchers yet?
Yes.
Sean Gray, his daughter, right?
Kyra. Mm-hmm. And Taylor Schuberg from Morley Stanwood. She had an outstanding year.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
They got beat by Ravenna. I went to that game, and Ravenna ended up winning the state championship.
Right.
So, and then there's, I can't remember the Big Rapids girl.
Oh,
and but Erler from Everett's going to be our catcher. You know.
Oh, okay.
Annette,
Erler. Yeah.
Annette Walters.
Walters, yeah.
Walters' daughter. Yeah. And Alec Gary, he's the head varsity baseball coach, and I called him up and, you know, kind of told him the history and all that. And he
told him there's a lot of old people there, and he's got a few at home, so if something happens, he can grab them and go.
Well, I never thought of it from that aspect, Pat, but I tell you what, he says, I'd be happy to do that. I says, well, it's 39 years of tradition of the varsity coach, Big Rapids varsity coach, taking charge. So, anyway, he's going to pick the team. Usually about 3 players from Morley, Stanwood, Chip Hills, and then Big Rapids, of course.
I suspect Big Rapids will be a pretty good number there because they had 9 seniors this year. And I would hope Lazinski and Wilbur and there's a lot of good ball players there that played for Big Rapids this year. So it should be a pretty good game to watch.
And I'll have the inductees next week, Pat, if I can be on your show next week.
Well, if it's going to be as boring as this week, I didn't do a very good job this week, but I had fun at it anyway. You did a good job. Bob did a great job sitting over there with his new haircut. We had Jen on from Habitat Humanities, which is a great cause to give your extra income to. Other than that, Bob, we're going to be short-staffed here, so we got to go, don't we?
Well, hey.
I
forgot to say, and Bob helps us with the sound.
I know he does.
And you're going to this year too, right, Bob?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that. It's important because you got to have a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I might be in the parade. I don't know yet if the city wants me to be in the parade or not.
Well,
I doubt it.
Might be Grand Marshal again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Keep Eichenberg's in your prayers and the Halls and Vaughn's in your prayers. Sherry Vaughn just recently passed. You knew Sherry real well.
She was a Hall, wasn't she?
Yeah. Steve's
and
sister,
Wayne Vaughn, and they were our neighbors out by Woodville. Yeah.
As we get older, we all seem to expire, and that's too bad. She was just a real nice lady. I always remembered her smile, and of course I knew her mother and dad real well, and her brother Steve, and Cindy, her sister, and Dolores, her sister-in-law, is still around, and just they're going to have a celebration of life at the Eagles. I think this Saturday, 20th. When is the 20th? I'm not sure, but I think it is. So and then the Eichenbergs up in Reed City lost a very valuable grandmother and mother up there. She was a wonderful lady. Mark's wife there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other younger people that are having some health problems too. Dave Nowlin, we went to his fundraiser last week. He used to work for me back in the day.
Yeah.
But him and Jared Counselor, my goodness.
Yeah.
But they're fighting it, and they're so.
All right. Well,
God bless them.
America, Bob. Thanks a lot for putting up with us today. See ya. See you next
Hi, this is Pat Curry. We're right here with Brian Miller at 103.9. We talk about what's happening with sports in Big Rapids. Well, we got a new sponsor. None other than the Great Body Shop right on Maple Street, east of the bridge in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's called M&M Collision Center. They're celebrating 30 years of trusted, top-quality auto body repair and remains the name you can trust. Whether you have a major collision repair or a minor fender bender, our award-winning team has you covered with free loaners and vehicle detailing with every repair. They work with all insurance companies and treat every vehicle like it's one of their own. From auto body repairs to supporting local community organizations, giving back to the community is part of who they are. Come and see Matt and Devin and Trish and Justin. Just a great group of people there. Come and see why Big Rapids trust M&M Collision Center of Big Rapids, where quality and community come together.
Come say cheers in Zott's Bar and Grill. Downtown Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people. So come on down where everybody knows your name. Zott's Bar and Grill, the People's Choice Best Soup winner. The burgers are where it's at. Originally opened in 1933 with seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Zott's Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of the Signature Player of the Week for the Hot Stove Sports League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
This is Alec Gary of Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes in Big Rapids and Barrington. I believe what sets Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes apart from everyone else is our commitment to service excellence. When a family calls, we are there before, during, and after the funeral experience. I want you to be able to trust calling us. You know, we're here to guidance and counsel each and every single family to each and every single need. And we just feel like the commitment to families, especially ones that put their care and trust in us, we are going to go above and beyond to do anything we can to help a family during their time of loss. This is Alec Gary, a legacy of service, a promise of care with Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, located in Big Rapids and in Barrington.
When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout or worse. Visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town.
M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing has been in business for over 30 years, gaining the trust of Big Rapids and the surrounding communities. M&M Lawn Care can handle all your lawn care needs, as well as tree jobs and including removal. Call for a free quote. 796-4956. They're fully insured. Call M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, proud local sponsor of Curry's Hot Stove League.
Wednesday morning sun is rising and Brian talking strong. High school tales and sports they bring. Life's a story and a song.